Today we are reviewing possibly the most controversial fan animation here on YouTube, definitely the most controversial one on this channel, and I'm going to be as fair as possible to it. Let's jump into Anime War.
Prepare yourself, dancing.
Before I begin, I'm going to leave a link in the description below in the top comment. Make sure to go to the Black Skate shop and check out the new merch. I have brand new Ultra Instinct Cannon Shaggy shirts available to you guys. Make sure you check out all the variants. You'll definitely find one that you love, and it's a great way to support the channel. I'm going to keep it a buck and say that I actually did not follow Anime War when it was first coming out. I saw a few episodes here and there and I caught the ending, but I knew there was a lot of drama with Anime War and I tried to stay away from it. But when reviewing this, I have to be as fair as possible and I have to talk about exactly what is going on, or what was going on, with the production of Anime War. Now, this is honestly one of the animations that I've gotten requested the most to review since I've been reviewing fan animations. I don't know why people want me to review this one, so I went out and asked Mastar if it was cool to review it, and he said, sure, go ahead. It's your funeral. So I decided, let's go ahead and jump into Anime War with the most fair review that I can possibly think of, and that is getting what the problem with Anime War is out the bat right away, get it out of the way, and focus on the story of Anime War and the animation itself and how it holds up in this day and age in 2021. So you guys know there are a lot of videos on YouTube criticizing Mastar and Anime War, and it's mainly due to tracing. Now, this has followed Mastar for many years, and it honestly, I think, has subsided a little bit since he stopped doing animation. But once you are caught or signaled out for doing something like this, it's something that's going to be very hard to shake. And honestly, personally, my opinion is that I've seen almost every Dragon Ball fan animator, a good amount of them, even in other fandoms, they have traced anime and put it as their own animation, giving credit to the animators that they have traced from. And I think that's fine as long as you credit the artists or whatever, or the animators for the anime that you're using. I'm honestly fine with that. But there are a lot of people, a huge amount of people in the communities that do not like that sort of content. That is the main drama with Anime War, is that a lot of it is traced, and Mastar himself has come out in the past saying that it is much faster to get the episodes out if he can basically trace what has been done before in the anime series that he's using, instead of creating brand new whole animations. Now, this is quite apparent in the very beginning of Anime War, where a lot of the really well done shots seem to be coming from different animes, and when they're fighting, they're not that well, they don't look that good. But toward the end of Anime War, brand new characters come into play, brand new shots are being used, and it just shows that Mastar really upped his game by making new characters and upping his game with animation, and it basically grew with him. Anime War and Mastar's ability to animate grew throughout the continuation of Anime War. So I think that at the end of it, before it got shut down, I think he was in a really good place where he could make his own sort of vibe in the animation and have a style all his own. His animation abilities grew with the series. And I just want to preface this by saying that anybody who does have a problem with the tracing aspect of Anime War, you guys are completely justified in feeling that way, honestly. I mean, it's your feelings. You guys don't like that kind of stuff. I just wouldn't watch it if that's something that you guys are not into. So now that I give you my 2 cents on Anime War, I want to review the series' story the way that it came out, and the way that it's meant to be told in the most fair way possible. Let's go in. The story begins without us getting any context whatsoever as to why Goku and Saitama are fighting. The beginning of Anime War starts before Anime War, and it is these two fighting each other. And Saitama is trying to fight Goku because he wants to become a better hero. He wants to move up the hero ladder, so if he defeats Goku, he can become a much more influential hero. And as Saitama and Goku first go at each other, Goku is completely outclassed in his base form. When it comes to Saitama, Saitama swats away all of Goku's attacks like he was a fly. And when Saitama finally gets that one punch, obviously he's the one punch man, into Goku, Goku goes flying across the battlefield in a beautiful, and it still holds up to this day, animation of destruction. I just love, and Mastar Media is great at this, the destruction effects all around this anime. It just feels so good to see people flying through rubble, but Goku is not down for the count. He has lived through the one punch, making him obviously stronger than BEERUS, and he just came out of it with a little bit of a nosebleed. Both fighters are now excited at the prospect of fighting each other because they're both immensely powerful. Saitama is actually impressed that Goku took the punch so good, and Goku goes into Super Saiyan, turning it up a notch. Obviously, it's going to be a power creep. Goku's going to go into all the different variations of Super Saiyan, at least that's what I'm thinking, but it looks like Super Saiyan is still not enough as Saitama blocks the punches and evades them quite easily. Now here's what I'm talking about. A lot of these shots look like something you'd see from the anime until it starts going into like crazy camera angles and dynamic movement. That's when it starts looking a little bit choppy, and that is, again, this is the beginning of anime war, so this is the beginning of Mastar's animation style, and so you can see, and you're gonna see here as it develops further through the future of the anime war series. But Saitama delivers another punch to Goku, another one that he absolutely feels, and Goku sees Saitama as some unmovable object. Once Goku transforms to the Super Saiyan 2, all bets are off because he's actually damaging Saitama at this point, but it is still not enough as Saitama can pull through enough strength to take out Super Saiyan 2 Goku, pushing Goku into Super Saiyan 3, but Saitama, as I would say a gag character, he can just kind of like measure up to whatever Goku is currently transforming. So we are getting into now is a power creep, full on power creep, same as Young Gigi, same as Toyotaro, where each character is getting a level of strength and power above each other as they are getting stronger and stronger, and that's just something that's normal throughout Dragon Ball and normal throughout Dragon Ball Z more particularly. When Super Saiyan Blue is involved, that is when we start seeing the limits of the Saitama versus Goku idea, because with Super Saiyan Blue, Saitama now has to push his power even stronger than that, and the only way to measure that is for him to survive attacks from Super Saiyan Blue that nobody else would really survive, and then that also makes Saitama a lot stronger and seem a lot stronger, a lot scarier without really powering up, and then that is when the Super Saiyan Blue beatdown is in full effect, it's in full swing. Now of course Super Saiyan Blue has a power creep of its own and Kaioken comes into play, but none of the energy attacks are having any effect on Saitama. Saitama even remarks on this, saying that those attacks don't work on me as Goku shoots another beam at him, but this beam isn't meant to hurt Saitama, it's meant to distract him, because as he pushes it and punches it back, Goku comes in with a devastating blow, hitting Saitama again. But with all this action, all this fast-pacedness, again, you start seeing the limitations of this animation style as it starts looking a little bit more sloppy compared to what it was when the shots are stagnant. And I guess this is where people start seeing the clear difference of an animation when you have your own style and everything looks the same compared to something that is traced. And a lot of it seems to be reincorporated from different artworks and different animation that we've seen Saitama and Goku in. To me, it looks so good that I don't want to say anything about it, honestly. It's pretty masterfully done and masterfully woven in this versus battle. Now I want to finish today's video on this. Vegeta shows up and then Goku tells him this.
情けないやつめ、どう強くなるのか見たいとは思わんのか。
瞬間移動ってやつさ。ベジータのやつまた怖えからなったな。
No respect for Vegeta. No respect for Vegeta these days, man. Come on, man. You ain't gotta do him dirty like that, Goku. Let him fight. Let him at least try. Even back then, this is like, what, 2016 or something that this came out? 2017? I don't even know. And even back then, we already knew the truth about Vegeta. Well, anyway, if you guys like these anime war videos and you guys want me to continue with this series, let me know in the comment section below and I'll try to review the entire thing. It's like a 3 or 4 hour thing, so it may take a lot of episodes or a lot of videos on this channel, but I'm willing to do it because I think this is fun. Honestly, I think it's a fun animation. I don't take it as seriously as other people do, or as personally as other people do. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content. finish.